Hello, my name is Daniela Goncalves. Now I'm going to read and answer the following questions. The first question is: have you ever had a sport injury? Talk about it, where and how it happened. Yes, I have. I was 16 years old, and the little accident happened in my high school. As I said, it wasn't a very serious accident, but the pain and fright it had made me think so for a moment. That day, we were playing basketball for an evaluation of the physical education subject. Everything was going on fine in the game until a classmate from the other team pushed me by accident and I fell to the ground. I fell on my wrist and it hurt a lot. Then the game stopped and the teacher took me to the teacher's rooms where there was a first aid kit. He bandaged my hand, my wrist, and put ice on it. I stayed there until the class was over. Fortunately, it was only a blow and nothing more serious. The second question is: what was the main cost of the division of Ireland? The main cost of the division of Ireland was the period of civil war and violent years between the Catholics and Protestants. This happened because between in the boundary between Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland, there were a few Catholics, and at that moment, Northern Ireland was a Protestant nation. All these years of hostility and bloody conflicts were resolved in 1998 with the Good Friday Agreement. But nowadays, these conflicts have again occurred as a result of the United Kingdom exit from the European Union, which directly affects to Northern Ireland. Now, the sales and transfer to the goods and services will have more restrictions, and as well as the passage between Northern Ireland to the Republic of Ireland. And the third question is: mention at least four rules of Jonas community. Explain that. The first rule that I'm going to explain is that it refers to the mandatory use of precise language by all community members. It means that all inhabitants must avoid being ambiguous and saying exactly what they want. This allows having control over thoughts and feelings of the community inhabitants. The second rule is: if there is a third transgression, the person will be released. It is a very explicit rule, except for the word release, for the irony that could have in our context. In this story, released is the final punishment to the person who breaks some rule, but also release means killed by a mortal injection. So this liberation is not other than death. This is discovered later in the book. The third rule is: students must be reported and treated with medication. This rule refers to the sexual desire as a string, thus must be placated with the medicine. So the people will not arouse their sexual interest in another. And the fourth rule is: the current receiver must train his replacement. As the rule says, the replacement must be trained, can only be trained by the current receiver himself. He is the only one that can transfer the knowledge and words memories to the replacement. That is all. Thank you so much.